guys, today we'll be making a cake video. And I have my mom here.
Hi guys!
You can still remember her from the last video. And let's talk about a few ways you can make your cake. So sometimes you can use this your grandma's method or your parents' method, but both methods are pretty much easy. So we're just gonna try my mom's recipe, and it tastes really good.
Alright, let's get started. So the first thing we need is 1 3/4 cups of flour. We're gonna do our dry ingredients. So Blake's gonna put that in there.
Yes, this is 1 scoop of
Flour, so put it in.
So we'll put it in.
And that was 1 cup, and now we have to add 3/4 cups. So we'll put this one in. Can you add that? That's 1/2 cup. And then we have to add 1/4 more cup.
Add flour to cheese more.
Okay, so can you add that? Good. Then we're going to add 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. So this is what baking powder looks like.
Yeah.
And we're going to add 2½ teaspoons of it. So let's count them out. 1, 2, and then 1/2 teaspoon. So we'll put that in. Here, I'll got it. And then we'll cover that off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now.
And now our last dry ingredient is salt. And we're gonna add, don't do that with your hand, that's what the spoons are for. Okay, then we're gonna use 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Ooh,
You can
salt.
pour that in.
But I like salty stuff.
Okay, no, well, with your hands, we're gonna use a spoon.
When we mix it up.
Yeah, I think our wooden spoon is not here right now.
Wait, a scalpel.
So we'll just use the spoon for the time being. But if you have a wooden spoon, you can probably use that to stir those up. Okay, cool beans.
We did the dry ingredients. Now we're going to do the wet ingredients. And you also need a blender. And also need a piece of.
A recipe. We'll put the recipe in the comment section so you can see it.
Yes, and comment down below.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do for the wet ingredients is we're going to add 1/2 cup of butter. And I cut it up ahead of time so that it's easier to blend. So can you put the butter in, Blake? Okay, and now we're going to turn this on and blend it.
Alright, too.
Yeah, you can start on one. Now, ideally, our butter would have been a little bit softer before we did it, but this is still going to work out. But once we add our 1 cup of sugar right here, then it's going to change the consistency a little.
But all our butter has gone stuck to the blender thingy.
Yeah, it's stuck to the mixer whisk, but we'll just use our spatula and it'll blend up a little better once we add our sugar.
Yeah, because we have been making cakes for that. We have been making 3 cakes. Is that true?
We've made cake before, yep. So why don't you put in the cup of sugar? There we go.
But that was before I even started
Let's
making
turn that back on.
Ew, that looks like it's like a cheese monster.
Let's turn it up a little. There, it's there. Now it's blending all up together. And now we're going to add, and then we'll let it blend up a little more. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. But I actually like vanilla, so I'm going to add a little bit more than the recipe says. I'm going to add maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon.
Yeah, and I like vanilla too so much.
Okay, so let's put that in.
Yeah, I don't even like the flavor.
Can you
of
turn it?
chocolate.
Can you turn it back on? We can turn it on higher. up nicely. And the last thing that's going to help with the blend is the eggs. And the eggs is something that your parents are probably going to have to do so that you don't get eggshells in there. So
Yeah.
we're going to put 2 eggs in. 1. And then the second one I'll do as well. Okay. 2 eggs. And now we're going to blend this until it gets nice and smooth. So can you turn that on and blend it? Okay, let's check to see how it's going. Oh, there's still a few lumps of butter that need to get
Ew.
incorporated into
It
this
looks like
mixture.
poo-poo.
I don't think there's poo-poo that's that color.
These-
So let's blend it up one.
Now we're gonna pour the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients.
Well, actually, before we do that, I just want to point something out. We have 1 cup of milk, and we're going to alternate adding the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. So we're going to start with a scoop of the dry ingredients.
Yes, and we'll keep the recipe on the description, on the website description.
There, okay. And let's add a little bit more. And when we add it, we want to make sure that we don't turn the blender on high, the mixer on high right away, because otherwise you'll get a bunch of flour in your face.
And also comment down below if you want to go see the Grave Garden video when we come to make it, okay?
Let's add a bit of milk,
Yes, I know.
just a little. There we go.
Why is it looking like that? Smells pretty good. Smell it.
Good. Yeah, smell that yummy vanilla. Okay, let's add a little bit more of the rest of the milk. There we go. We need to add our last little bit of dry ingredients to bring the texture the way we want it to go. Let's do it together because we don't want to spill any.
I won't spill on you.
Okay, let's go like this. Okay, and we'll just dump it out together. There. Is any left in here? No. Okay, and can you turn on the blender for the last time? Or the mixer. I keep calling it a blender.
Playground.
Let's get this one so that we get the flour off
Pretty
the
much.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's turn it on one more time. Looks about ready to go.
We don't want it to get all the way to 8 to 10.
No, okay, so while
Because
that
8 is when it goes in our faces.
well, it depends on what your batter's like. Okay, so now we're gonna put the cake in a pan, but before we put it in the pan, you wanna make sure that you spray the pan so that the cake doesn't get stuck in there.
Yes, because we have had chicken in there one day, and we tried to get it cleared up over the day.
So you can either use a cooking spray
Yeah.
or you can use butter.
Yeah, I couldn't
Wait a
use
minute,
it.
you can use butter, but if you use a cooking spray, you want to put flour on after you're done. This particular cooking spray has the flour already in it, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
So let's spray it together. Here, let's do this. All right, so let's spray the cooking spray together. So you can all see what we're doing. We're getting it all over the pan. Nice and thorough. Okay, that's more than enough, I think. Oh, on that side. Okay. And then we are going
That
to
looks so crazy.
we're going to take our batter that we put
Right.
together so that we can make our cake. So let's put the batter in the pan. This is going to be a pretty thin cake, but I couldn't find another pan. So this is going to be a very flat cake like they make on Chopped when they're trying to cook quickly. This pan is really too big for this recipe.
No. Maybe we can like spare it up.
Yeah, we'll have to spread it out a little more. It's gonna be a super flat, chopped like cake. So we'll have to see what it turns to. This might be too small. We might have to do this recipe again and double the recipe because this is gonna be, I think, a bit too flat. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, you wanna show them your hat, Blake? Yeah, all right, cool. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do is put the cake in our preheated oven. Oh no, we forgot to preheat the oven. So you're gonna see on the video that by the time we put this in, the oven will be preheated, and we're gonna preheat it to 375. All right. Okay, so while the oven was heating up, we decided to double the recipe. So I'm gonna put that in the bowl, and then we're gonna put it in the oven at 375. Once we're done cooking it, we'll let you know how long it took. I'm thinking it's gonna be about an hour, but we'll see. So it's been about 50 minutes, and we're gonna check on the cake. Yep, and the way we test it is we put a knife in the middle, and we make sure that it comes out clean. This one's coming out clean. So that means that it's gonna take about 50 minutes to bake this cake, and I'm gonna take it out now. Ice the cake in a bit, but we're gonna let it cool first. And so you can either just let it cool on the oven, or if you'd like, you can put it in the fridge. So we'll see you back in a bit. Let your cake cool, and then we'll show you how to make the icing.
Now that the cake's cooled off, now we're gonna add the ice. This smells good.
Okay, so the first thing we need is 1/2 a cup of butter. Then we're gonna add
Some banana.
about 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Like we did with the cake with the cake.
Actually, we can add 2 to 3 teaspoons, so we'll add 2. And then we're gonna add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, and then we're going to add about a tablespoon of butter, or sorry, of milk. We'll see how the texture goes. Okay, and now let's turn it up super high. Looks like it might need a little more. No, and I don't know if we might need to double this recipe too. We've had a time trying to figure out how much of everything we need to make. I think we do need to double this recipe. So let's try it right now. Okay, looks like the icing is all done. We had it on high for a while. Now we'll get all the excess off the whisk.
This is what our cake looks like.
Okay, and our last step is to actually ice the cake. So I'm gonna do that part. And I'm gonna use this other spatula, if you can see. Because I think it'll spread a little bit
Mommy,
better.
that's a toy spatula.
That's not a toy. And so we're not going to be super fancy about this because I'm not a cake decorator.
Yes, you should.
I'm just going to take the icing and put it across the top of the cake. It's not Christmas, but we happen to have sprinkles that look like Christmas, so here's what we'll do so we don't get them everywhere. I'll just put them in a little container and then you can sprinkle them on.
That's my McDonald's container if they don't give me McDonald's.
Okay, so why don't you, I would go like this. Here, just go like this and sprinkle some on like that. last part, which is what?
Cut the cake.
See what it tastes like. So let's cut off a quarter piece. Take that out. Ooh, it feels really moist. See if I can get this out semi-neatly. Oops, lots of sprinkles there. All right, Blake, you want to try it out? Do the first bite. Here, that's a bit too big of a piece. Here, try it out. Let's see what it tastes like. What do you think? Delicious? All right, that's the end of the video. What do you want to tell everyone?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Cake.